And if you don't run, you don't get no tuition, right?
That's the way the system goes.
Run, nigga, run.
Your time to talk about our arrangement.
These people present a menace to society. Now, why would I release them?
Because you made a fucking deal with them.
Deals are made and broken all the time, Mr. McCluskey.
I got a heart attack letter. Fucking DA. They're coming for me.
They ain't coming after you because of inmate testimony. Someone rolled.
Gives a fuck if it looks suspicious as long as it doesn't come back on us.
You ain't doing for me, so I gotta raise my voice now.
Whatever it is you're doing, don't.
Help me. Help you.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Kingstown YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we are back with another TV show review. And we got Mayors of Kingstown, Season 2, Episode 6, Left with a Nose review. Left with the Nose review, my bad. But we start this off with my boy Mike, man. He out here trying to get Bunny released. So he goes to this place called the Warwick Company or the Warwick Project, something like that, where he talks to somebody where they seem like they can get the process moved faster as far as getting Bunny released. The only thing is, it's a lot of things going down while Bunny is still locked up, because Bunny is not only locked up, now he's in solitary confinement, because if you remember in the previous episode, he pretty much got beat down by these COs who are pretty much Aryan Brotherhood representatives, pretty much. So I was thinking, did this come from a play as far as the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood or whatnot? Was he making his players trying to make his stance within the prison to let them know that he's in control? I didn't know how this was going to play out, but it's a lot of twists and turns that starts to happen throughout this episode. The thing with Mike is, like I said, he's trying to go above the DA in order to get them moving the process ahead because of everything that's going on with Bunny. In the midst of this, man, his brother got a lot of things going on, especially with his mental health, and he really don't know what to do at this moment. He's out here building sheds in the backyard. Not only that, he's kind of seeming like he doesn't have it all the way under control when he's doing the things he's trying to do with Mike, because even somebody a person like Mike, who kind of a hothead, who kind of go off the rails sometimes, he's been way more tame this season in particular. Even in the particular episode, or in the scene in this episode, where Mike has to go talk to this CEO, the same CEO who pretty much put the beat down on Bunny, because he's trying to get basically some maintain things going on and get Bunny out of solitary confinement. Not only that, letting them know to pretty much keep your hands off Bunny and fall back. This dude pretty much ain't trying to hear shit Mike got to say, because he know Mike has had some type of affiliation with the Brotherhood, because once again, Mike was locked up at one point in time. But even in this situation where Mike at one point would have knocked his damn head off his shoulders, he don't. They even get into somewhere a little physical altercation, and Mike don't really do nothing, but his brother come in and pretty much pistol whip the dude. Pretty much let Kyle does not have it all together. And I was thinking at first, did the writers get a little confused on how to navigate Kyle in this episode or in this season? But I think they're trying to base a lot of things off the way Kyle is dealing with things as far as his mental health after the riots in particular, and dealing with everything he's dealt with, just coming along as far as joining the new police squad he had dealt with, and then getting into that shootout he got into, and then the baby and everything. It's a lot he got going on with his mental health. So we finally found out, and I didn't even know this was going to come this early, but I talked about this in a previous review as far as somebody sneaking into the police station or whatever, and the evidence lock and taking out the bail bondsman things that they had got off the old girl. It was Mike's brother, Kyle. And I was not even thinking about him. I was thinking somebody was going to try to get some money for themselves. I was thinking it was one of the cops or something, but no, it's Kyle. And it's furthermore showing you just how far off the edge that he is going as far as with his mental health or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see moving forward how he's going to be dealing with things, because you can see that he doesn't have it together. And I don't know if he's going to be, as far as the best person to work with Mike, with everything Mike got going on, and him not really being able to keep it all together. In the midst of this, though, Mike has more situations that he's dealing with as far as our SWAT guy. I forgot this dude's name, but this is the SWAT guy who pretty much be out here just laying out anybody at any time. And this is the main thing as far as the SWAT guy who went in, as far as when they were having the riots, to go in and save Kyle and Ian. He the one that pretty much went in just shooting everything. He done started out this season shooting everything. The dude that shot Mike and them brother, he was the guy telling him, like, aim your gun down in the first season, and they should have just blew his damn head off. So now it's a lot of things starting to come back, and some DA pretty much are coming after this guy as far as the SWAT guy. And they calling it the heart attack letter that he got or whatever. So now he's pretty much got a lawyer up, and they're pretty much trying to get their story together as far as the whole situation. And I think they coming after him based off the situations with the riots and the way they went in and how they shot all the inmates or whatever. So I don't know in particular that Mike gonna have to handle this situation, but he's pretty much trying to, get some advice from Mike. In the midst of everything else going on that Mike got to deal with outside of his brother doing his antics, of course, Bunny is finally out of solitary confinement, but not before a situation ends up popping off at the beginning of this episode where a couple of inmates are in, I guess, a break room or whatever, and Bunny's people are having a conversation basically about how they about to try to set control of the prison or whatever. But not before one of the COs who pretty much got that affiliation with the Brotherhood and one of the ones that beat down Bunny pretty much pass a blade or a shank to one of the white dudes in the prison, and he pretty much ends up shanking one of the guys affiliated with Bunny's crew. So now it's got to be a clear-cut message that's got to go through after this situation done happen. But not only that, now is this a situation where the leader of the Brotherhood, as far as one of the leaders of the gangs, are they trying to send a message to Bunny? Once again, it's going to be a lot to talk about dealing with that situation as far as Bunny and the leaders of these gangs in here, because what Bunny did to the leader of the Mexican crews, because we do get confirmation that was Bunny. He's once again making this move, making this power play behind the wall because ain't nobody else doing nothing, in particular Mike. They end up trying to have another conversation because Mike ends up coming to visit Bunny, and once again, Bunny ain't trying to hear it. He trying to let Mike know that, I'm going to make moves myself. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to make the play myself to get me out of here. And Mike trying to let him know. Mike really not letting him know nothing. He really begging and pleading him, like, bro, just chill. I got some things in play. I got some things going where we going to have you out. He's saying in minutes. And I'm like Bunny, though. Because you done said these promises about 5 or 6 times. The whole thing with him being in the tent city when he was supposed to be out, and then him getting transferred here and you coming in telling him this in the third. I mean, in last episode, you just told him that you got him set up as far as him being able to make some money on the inside so he could take care of his people on the outside and this and the third. Like, you wasn't saying nothing like he was about to get out anytime soon. You were saying he going to have to sit for a minute. So now it seems like maybe he got a play coming in because, like I said earlier in the review, Mike did go talk to these people at this Warwick company where they going to seem like to get the process moving faster, but not fast enough for Bunny. And he letting Mike know, like, he about to make his play. He about to make some moves. He going to do it his way. Outside of this, man, the DA, the guy who's pretty much holding up everything for the release of the leaders of the gangs or whatever, Mike goes to holler at him, and he's talking with Evelyn. So he pretty much makes his play as far as Mike, letting him know that if you don't push this through or trying to get these guys released, because the DA agent pretty much saying, yo, he going to renege on his agreement. He's like, I ain't going to release them. These are criminals. Now I got all these main big guys behind this one wall. I'm going to basically try to keep them all intact. But Mike pretty much put the threat on him as far as Milo, because they still don't have any DA on Milo being dead, and his whole reconciliation is that Milo died in a prison riot. But no, and Mike did tell Evelyn that they ain't got no clear-cut body or anything as far as Milo being dead, and more than likely Milo is roaming around Kingstown as far as the city, and he gonna let them know, he gonna let the public know that this mass murdering guy that everybody know is very dangerous is running around if he don't get this process moving faster. So this is kind of Mike's leverage in order to, get Bunny and then released or whatever, in particular Bunny. In the midst of this, though, he does reaches out to Kareem to get Bunny out of solitary confinement, and that's one of the ways Bunny ends up getting out of solitary confinement. With all that being said, Kareem is letting Mike know that he does not have control, even with him being intern warden at this time. That place, or the prison that Bunny is at, is pretty much ran by the Brotherhood, inclined with those CEOs who pretty much had that connection with the Brotherhood. So that's why he's trying to make those moves as far as reaching out to Kareem. But not only that, as far as dealing with Kareem, he has other things going on, because the main guy, or the guy they had got put in the hospital, who pretty much was going through what he was going through, which was one of the guys who I think had something to do with Kareem happening to him as far as the guards getting raped, as far as in the riot or whatever. He ended up dying as far as their inmate. So now the CEO who Mike been reaching out to, he's coming to Kareem trying to say, yo, I need you to sign these papers as far as getting this process moving forward to get them out of the clear. But I think Kareem is dealing with some conscious things or something that's going on with him. I'm like, where was this head though when he went in and did what he did in Tent City as far as putting the beat down on nobody and them? But I'm thinking that was still coming out of what he was dealing with and the trauma that he is still dealing with. But it does seem like that he ain't really with this as far as trying to throw this under the rug or whatever, as far as what happened with that inmate and what they was basically letting happen to him. So it's going to be a lot dealing with that and seeing how Kareem moves forward dealing with that, because it doesn't seem like that he wants to throw it under the rug, or is he going to make a confession? I don't know. I don't think he's going to make a confession, but it's going to be interesting moving forward with that. Dealing with this DEA, though, it's a lot that ends up happening towards the end of this episode, because the whole thing with this situation that happened with Bunny's people at the beginning of the episode with the guy shanking one of Bunny's people, the leader of the Brotherhood pretty much comes up to Bunny and lets him know he didn't sanction it. And he wants to let Bunny know he has resources if they want to pretty much in line together and work together, which I didn't see coming. I mean, let alone with any other prison shows or prison movies, you don't never really see these type of situations happen. It's always black, white, brown, and all that on their own. But to see the leader of the Brotherhood coming up to Bunny pretty much trying to have an open hand, and not only that, he proves a point by killing the guy. He don't kill him. He cuts off his hands. As far as the leader of the Brotherhood cuts off the guy's hands, the guy that ended up shanking one of Bunny's people, pretty much letting Bunny know that, oh, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Not only that, I want to prove to you that I want to have this alliance with you. So that was crazy. I did not see that coming. And now you have Bunny pretty much having certain resources that he didn't have before outside of Mike. And we end up seeing that play out at the end of this episode with this with this DA ended up getting shot. And I didn't know where that came from, but in the midst of him getting shot, it's a phone call happening between Bunny and Mike. And Bunny let Mike know, you need to holler at your girl and let her know she need to get me out of here. And that's him almost even sliding by the whole other DA dude, like he already know that he had him took out. And it's pretty much let you know that Bunny is aligning himself with the leader of the Brotherhood and using these resources. So now, what position is going to put Mike in? Because what if this DEA agent's death ends up coming back, not only on Bunny, but putting this in some type of connection with Mike or something? Because it depends on where they go with this and how they use it. Because how do Bunny know that the leader of the Brotherhood might not try to hold this over his head as far as what he just did? It's a lot, man, but you got to understand where Bunny is coming from as far as the position he's been put in, because once again, Mike's word ain't been holding up. So now he's using the only thing he feels like he can use and feeling like Mike's word ain't it. I did not see that coming, though. I didn't see that situation coming as far as him aligning himself with the Brotherhood or the Brotherhood even reaching out to Bunny. But I'm wondering if it's some type of hidden agenda going on in the midst of all of these things that's going on, or if they trying to set up Bunny in order to take full control of the prison, because Bunny has a lot of power. So, man, this is going to be interesting moving forward, and how is Mike going to be able to still try to keep this under control with him making these moves to get Bunny up. But now, maybe it's too late. It might be too late. And once again, I'm trying to see if this is going to end up being a situation where we're going to have Bunny going up against Mike because of the moves he's starting to make. Because that was a big thing, because them killing the DA agent at the end. So it's going to be interesting seeing where this go moving forward. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this recent episode of Mayors of Kingstown, Season 2, Episode 6. What is it called again? Left with the Nose. I'm about to call it Left with the Ear, but Left with the Nose. Let me know how y'all feeling about it. It's getting more and more intense. And my boy Mike, once again, he's way more tame. Outside of him beating down Milo's main guy, bodyguard, or whoever he supposed to be, he's been very tamed. He ain't been really on the edge as much, or he ain't really been just whooping people ass the way he was doing last season. I mean, my boy went in and took out a whole brotherhood, a whole brotherhood gang house or whatever on that first season when they did what they did to Iris. And when he went to do what he did as far as talking to the CEO, I thought he was about to be on that type of time again, but he wasn't. He even let old buddy push, and I'm like, damn, what's going on with Mike this season? He seemed like that he just ain't known it like he was in that first season, but We're going to have to see moving forward, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this season. Y'all let me know. Do y'all feel like Mike, I ain't saying he's soft this season. Do you feel like he just like, he ain't got that demon time that he had in the first season? Or maybe he was coming off the whole thing with dealing with his brother's death. That might have been what it was. But y'all let me know. I just want to see Mike out them going in like he was in that first season. I'm loving, like, he be, now it seems like he bullying Milo's boy now, the way he acting. But outside of that, man, it's going to be interesting. The relationship between Mike and Bunny, too, moving forward. How was that going to play out? But let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this recent episode. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.